Hello, my name is Robert Rickey, and I'm an incident meteorologist with the National Weather Service. And so I work out of Flagstaff, Arizona, but I have some special qualifications that allow me to go out as what's called an incident meteorologist, or an IMET for short. And I'll provide weather forecasting for, we'll call them large incidents. So most commonly it's for fire, but other things as well. We've had IMETs that have gotten deployed for things like flooding, oil spills. We've also had IMETs deployed to provide weather support for large sporting events. So certainly we could provide weather support for a variety of different instances. Working on an incident is quite a bit different than working in the office. At times it can be very stressful and it can be very tiring, but it's also very rewarding. It's nice to be able to issue weather forecast and get immediate feedback. People usually have no qualms with telling you whether or not your forecast was accurate or not. So one of the challenges that I found on this incident is actually just learning the terminology. I'm much more familiar with providing weather support for large wildfires, and so I know that terminology very well, but when I arrived on scene, I was a little bit overwhelmed at first. People were talking about things like super sacks. They were talking about things like muscle wall or geomesh. And so it did take me a little while to get spun up on those terms that are specifically related to flooding. When I am on an incident, my primary responsibility is to make weather forecast for the protection of life and property. And so that's always on the forefront of my mind. However, my forecasts are also used by operations as a tactical decision aid. So on a fire, for example, they may use the weather forecast to decide in what area of the fire to do a burnout operation, things like that. Just wanted to remind folks that, we are going to be sunny. So if you're out and about today, just remember to stay hydrated and remember to wear that sunscreen.